Gerdau started operating at this site in 2004, but this facility has been making steel since the late 60s. So whether it's Gerdau or the predecessor companies, we've had a long relationship with the folks making steel at this site.
The process here in St. Paul is relatively simple and straightforward in that we take car bodies and other ferrous materials. We run it through a shredder, which basically takes that down and rips those things apart. We take that material and put it into our DC furnace, where within 80 minutes we melt it down to molten metal. We tap or we pour that molten metal into a ladle, which is basically a holding vessel, till we get it to our ladle refining station. From there we take it to our caster that basically takes that molten metal and makes it into square billets that we use in our reheat furnace for our rolling mill and subsequently roll into final shape and dimension for our finished goods and our customers. So our melting process takes about 80 minutes typically, and the amount of energy, just to put it in perspective, is about 2 minutes of our energy use would be equivalent to probably the average Minnesota homeowner's electrical bill in a month.
Several years ago, Gerdau decided that they would like to upgrade their caster here in St. Paul. And it was a major undertaking, about a $60 million investment. So Xcel Energy worked along with the St. Paul Chamber, the St. Paul Port Authority, and the City of St. Paul to help develop an incentive package so that Gerdau could get the caster upgraded here in St. Paul and the associated jobs that went with it.
We're very excited about some of the products we produce here, and in particular to support Xcel on their renewable energy, green energy programs. Some of our products are large anchor bolt type assemblies that will go into the main bases for wind towers.
There's an interesting tie there with Xcel being one of the leading wind providers in the country and Gerdau producing parts that are used in wind towers, like long threaded steel bolts.
The relationship with Xcel is extremely critical for us. They understand the need for us to be competitive not only domestically but globally, and we thank Xcel and their team for working with us.
We have a long history of collaboration and partnership and making sure that any issues are addressed and making sure everybody's getting what needs to be accomplished in the relationship.
So being a green steel provider in the state of Minnesota, we look forward to working with Xcel and the state of Minnesota on future endeavors to make Minnesota even greener.